Good evening, explorers.
Good evening.
We're in Daytona Beach today at the Hilton Oceanfront Resort.
I know the last time you saw us, we were in Ireland, but we're going to put a pause on those videos. There's still many more to come.
Right.
But we came up with an idea, and it's kind of summer sensitive, and we wanted to let you guys know about it so that you could do this idea too before the clocks change in October.
It's always been a bucket list item of mine to watch the sunrise over the Atlantic and set in the Gulf of Mexico and do this in one day.
We have 14 hours, and I know you're thinking 14 hours.
Yeah.
You can't get across the state in 14 hours? It only takes 3 to 4.
It makes a bit of a challenge because we actually have 5 stops along the way.
Yes. So we are going to sprinkle in some fun things to do, and we're going to end our day in Crystal River, where we have another hotel booked tomorrow.
Exactly. Now, we had planned on doing a video on this resort, but we figured we'd actually enjoy our time together because it is our 25th wedding anniversary.
Yay!
I think we better get ready, go upstairs because we're going to have an early day tomorrow to catch that sunrise.
Yep, but first I want to go swim in that awesome pool.
All right, let's go.
Seems like we're traveling, but a lot of times we're not vacationing. We're actually working a lot.
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna relax,
have a drink,
have a few drinks by the pool,
yep,
and then get ready for bed. Well, we finished swimming, we had a bite to eat, and we came back to our room. As you can see, it's actually not that bad of a room. It's getting kind of late. We're getting kind of tired.
Already in bed.
Yep.
So 5 a.m. comes early tomorrow. So we're gonna try to go to bed early tonight.
We'll catch up with you when the alarm goes off. Wow, it's really early.
Yeah, it's about 5:30 right now.
All right, let's get going.
It's way too early in the morning. So what's really convenient about this hotel is you just come out and you're by the clock tower.
Yeah.
So you can walk right over to the pier if you want.
Yep. Pretty cool.
We got a little bit of light in the sky now. We're gonna go over to the pier, but there's this beautiful beach here, so we decided we're just gonna go down there instead. Just sit down in the sand and watch the sunrise.
This is beautiful. This is one of the reasons why you want to live on the East Coast, is just watching the sunrise over the water. Yeah. It's a little cloudy.
Oh no, but it's beautiful.
It kind of accents it though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Wow, guys, that was so amazing.
Yep. Okay, it's 6:50, and we're actually heading over to DeLand now as our first stop.
Yeah, we have to be out of here by 8 so we can make it there by 9.
Yeah.
We made it just in time, 8:01.
Yep.
We got a 57-minute drive.
All right, so we're on track so far.
All right, let's go. We're at our next stop.
Yep. It's 9:13, so we're actually 13 minutes late.
Yeah, so funny story. There are tons of sea waffles in all like DeLand, Daytona, all that stuff. So we went to the wrong one.
Yeah, so this is actually Sea's Country Diner, and it is in DeLand. So unless you want to eat in Daytona, make sure you put in the right one.
So, but this is the one we wanted to check out. It is in the downtown area of DeLand, which we love.
Right.
We did a couple videos here. If you haven't checked them out, go ahead. They were kind of our first videos though, so just don't judge us too much. seems like there's a lot of locals here, and you know, anytime there's a lot of locals at a place, you know it's good.
Looks like a typical menu. We actually have other choices besides breakfast. So there's a lunch, and it looks like dinners. Since we're going to be going across the state today, we have several stops planned.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to go with the breakfast sandwich. They're so friendly here. I love our waitress.
Yeah.
Check this out, though.
He got the bacon one, and I ended up doing the sausage one, and it comes with hash browns.
All right, so that finishes our first stop.
Yeah, the food was really good there, and now we're all fueled up for our next stop.
Yep, which we're headed to the Ocala National Forest.
And it's only 9:40, so we're early. And I looked on the GPS, and I think it's only going to take us 40 minutes to get there.
Yep. All right, let's get going. We're officially at our next stop.
It is 11:06, so we made it just in time.
And you may recognize that we're at Alexander Springs.
I know we've been to this one a lot, but here's the thing. We wanted to have a good breakfast and then do a swimming activity. Well, to get to some of these springs, like we always say, don't go on the weekends. Well, it's the weekend. Luckily, Alexander and Silver Glen have now implemented a reservation. Yeah. So it does cost a little bit more, but it's nice because we don't have to get here at 4 in the morning.
Yes, and that is a word of advice. Make sure you do check the reservation system because they were turning people away left and right at the gate. And there's plenty of activities here in the Ocala National Forest. You don't just have to choose this place or any of the springs, really. There's other parks in there.
Yeah, we're going to put a list in the description box of all the different places in case, like, so if you want to come swimming next, then you can just look down there and pick one.
We wanted to do Silver Glen, but unfortunately they were booked up.
Yeah.
Luckily, Alexander still had a spot left, so we were like, nah, we'll get it. And fortunately, it happens to be one of my favorite springs.
Yeah, I wanted to do King's Landing because it's been a while since we did King's Landing, but again, their reservation system was full. And you could always try Rock Springs and DeLand Springs, but a lot of times those fill up really early too.
And they'll turn you away. All right, well, let's go get in that water.
All right. It's really hot today, so we're gonna get in. Michael's getting on in.
That feels good.
It is cold. It's cold.
It feels good though.
Yes. He always takes the easy way. I, half the times, will torture myself until I finally just get in. How are you when you get into cold water? Do you just jump right in, or do you torture yourself for an hour? We found some otters the minute we got in. It was like a whole, like a family of them or something swimming around. They're so cute, but remember, don't touch them because they're not friendly. The water was perfect, nice and cool and refreshing. It must be, what, close to 98 degrees today, so.
Yeah. Clouds are starting to build up though, so that's another reason why you would want to get out here early.
Right after
afternoon
breakfast.
showers.
Yep, right after breakfast, come out here.
Yeah.
Our next activity is going to take us indoors, so even if it rains, that's okay.
Yeah. All right, well, we should probably start packing up and get ready to go.
Yep, let's do it. The otters came back for some more fun. It looks like they're over there eating grass. Aww. Okay, we're all changed and ready for our next stop. I talked to the lady at the camp store. She told me a little bit about what's going on here at the Ocala Forest. They do have a reservation system for Silver Glen and for Alexander, not for Salt Springs. It is Saturday and Sunday and all major holidays. If you come on a Friday, it's recommended to get here before 11. And she said the best day to come, and we always say this too, Tuesday.
Well, we're doing pretty good on time. We made up some there. It's 12:43 now, and we were actually supposed to leave by 1:30. We want to stay ahead of schedule since we kind of had to wait in that line to get in.
Yeah, so I think we're doing pretty good on time.
Yeah.
But you could have easily stayed another hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our next stop is in Mount Dora, Renninger's Farmer and Flea Market.
This place is very famous for Mount Dora. They have antiques. You can buy games here. You'll find everything. Some of it's air conditioner, some of it's not. It's on 117 acres, and it's free admission.
And it is open only on Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes have events out here too, which we may check out.
Yeah, from 8 to 4. When you first walk in, it's air conditioned, but not all of them are. They got you covered with jams and jellies and honeys and all kinds of stuff. It's a family channel. Check it out, they got Mario driving a golf cart. Flea markets, a lot of times, they have fair food. So it looks like you can get breakfast here. They have onion rings, corn dogs, all that stuff. So relatively cheap, but it smells delicious. And they do have the donut machine. That's awesome. We should get some.
Those little mini donuts smelled amazing, so we couldn't pass it up.
No, we could not.
Yeah, reasonable though for the 6 of them with the special on it. It was $3.
Not bad.
Did you want it?
Now we're in the non-air conditioned part of the flea market. They do have these little fans going and they're misting the area. It doesn't feel too bad. Smoking killed him.
Yeah, looks like it. I'm sure everybody recognizes these stooges. You always know when there's a line that comes, it must be good. They got all different flavors of pickles there.
This guy is the pickle wizard around this area, and all the locals come and they just buy pickles. They're supposed to be that good.
So we don't have to try it. And we were talked into coming into the line because it was actually small, and now behind us,
It's huge.
that was just a matter of like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a whole art to this.
Talking to all the locals, they during COVID he had to shut down, and they were all going through their pickle withdrawals.
Yeah,
they were
so-
like finding him on Facebook saying, "Please give us pickles." They have lots of little events, yard sales, antiques, and cannabis festivals.
Well, we've just about walked the whole grounds.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun here. You can find a lot of things.
There's a lot more obviously to do in Mount Dora. In fact, we did a video. We've done a couple videos on this place, so we'll post them below too, and you can check them out.
We love Mount Dora, especially at Christmas time. They have such a cute little Christmas area.
Definitely.
Yep, and let's see, what time is it now?
Oh, let's get a time check-in.
Time check-in. It is 2:46. We're on
All right,
time.
we are good to go.
Good to go. Okay, all right, so we have to run. We lucked out and we found an airboat place.
Yeah.
We're gonna go take an airboat.
Yeah, since we had a little bit of extra time, we thought we would try to add something and squeeze it in. And there was only 10 minutes before the last boat tour was gonna leave, so.
And she said there were 2 more spots, so it's like kismet.
Yeah. Okay guys, it looks like we made it. About to board the boat.
Yeah, with like 5 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
This is so fun, I've never done an airboat before. We got our neat little hearing protection.
Steve, I'm going to be your captain. This is a Coast Guard inspected vessel. All the life jackets are up front. That's a great blue heron, the big bird. The other one on the left, that's a little tricolored heron. The Boy Scouts used to have a canoe livery back in there. You can hike right out here to the edge if you know where to turn. There's a nice trail there. Nice. Yeah, there's a rock road. I think
So there's a
something
gator's nest
got
back
into
here.
the nest. The nest is pretty tore up now. Ones get
Hasn't
in
been used in a
there.
while. Well, here's a mechanical
Pretty
dam
wild
that they can
area out
raise
here. A lot of
more water
airboat
out.
ride. Some of it's a hunting area. So the aquifer underneath Florida is like a huge underground lake, and it's so big. A large part of it's underneath southern Georgia.
Which spring is it?
It's called Nickel Spring or Little Spring.
Oh, okay. We'll come back and check that out then.
Yeah.
Anyone can go there and go swimming. You just got to get there by boat.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a riot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
our tour guide's name was Steve.
Yep.
Yeah, he was really good.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see too many critters. We saw some birds and a couple turtles. But one thing we want to note, and we always say this and we always forget it, if you're going to ride a boat, bring some cash. Because a lot of these boat captains, they work on tips.
Yeah.
So we're going to go run to our car and grab some cash real quick.
Yep. All right, and then we're going to head to our final stop.
Yep.
Actually, we spoke too soon.
He's
we found
nice.
our first gator today.
He's nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't bite, see?
No, the one thing we did want to note was that if you want to see gators, come out early because they're usually basking on the shorelines until the sun gets up there. They actually have a one that's captured in here. It's a pretty big guy.
But you're not allowed to throw anything or poke at him, so feed him. Never feed the gators. We found his name. It's Bubba. He looks like a Bubba. Michael's gonna be a gator. Or he's gonna be eaten by a gator. Rawr. They have little tiny gators over here. For $3, you can feed the gators.
Okay, it is 5:04.
Yep.
We're gonna head to our last stop, so we're still making some awesome time.
Yep, we're gonna check into our hotel that we found.
Looks like we're doing good.
Let's go.
Let's go. our final stop.
We made it.
Yes.
And guess what? It is only 7:56 and the sun sets tonight at 8:30, so we got time.
Yes. So we ended up actually going to Fort Island Beach. We have a little bit of a confession to make. We traveled a little bit deeper into Crystal River than we had anticipated.
Yeah.
But there's a reason for that.
So when I was Googling places to see the sunset, you know, or restaurants to see a sunset, all these restaurants in Crystal River said, oh, come stay on our deck and you can see the sunset.
They didn't mention the marina and the trees that would be in the way while you're actually in the heart of Crystal River.
Yeah, and not quite the Gulf, more like Kings
Bay. Yeah.
Kings Bay, yeah.
So they weren't lying because the sun would still be setting over the Gulf. It's just they didn't mention all the other stuff that would be in the way.
Yeah, we wouldn't have saw it.
Yeah, so oops on us. But what this really means is our challenge was completed.
Yes, it's perfect.
Yes. So let's all go watch the sunset together.
Just like this morning when all the families came out to see the sunrise, again, we're surrounded by all these families out here checking out that sunset. Well, we did it. We started at 5 in the morning. We got up, we saw the sunrise, and now we ended it with the sunset, and it's 8:40.
And we had many fun stops in between.
Oh, this was a lot of fun to do, and maybe you don't want to do exactly what we did. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a list of things down below, and then you just pick the stuff that you want to do from Daytona all the way to Crystal River. But we know when we were in Daytona, we didn't do anything in Daytona. But we have done videos in Daytona, so we'll put links to them so you can check out some of the free and cheap things you can do in Daytona and Ormond.
One of the things we haven't been able to do at Daytona Beach is the aquarium.
Yes, that looks so much fun, but it just opened.
Yes. So if you're interested in seeing what that looks like, check out one of our friends' channels, Off Our Couch.
Yeah, we'll put a link to them.
Yeah. Well, as always, thank you for coming along with us. Keep exploring.
And we'll see you on the next one. 3 minutes and I'm in. This must be a world record.
Our next stop is in Mountain Georgia.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Summer yard sales, antiques, cannibal festival, lots of different little things.